Hey everybody, this is Ruben Lowing. I'm just coming home from the meeting at the Northwest Houston office, um, like 11 o'clock, or close to 11 o'clock. Um, I okay, I get called on the Zoom meeting. Well, first off, before it even started, right? The Northwest Houston Lee Joy Thomas gets me to like talk, tell everybody, what's happened, right? And then how I was able to get like 32 meetings in the last 2 weeks, appointments. And um and so I told him, right, and then I get on the the WSB meeting, and John Woo, or the WLB meeting, John Woo, it's the whole company, or John Woo asked me, calls me up, Ruben's been having this success, and what have you done? And right, I just told him the same thing, right, and then in Bernadette's meeting, right, the Team Abundance meeting, she does the same thing, right? Okay, so I'm going to tell you, I had to think about this, right? I had to think about this. What's made the difference? Um, when my wife died, I I was gonna go to a program in Virginia for a month, so like 2 weeks in between, I stayed at the this apostle's house, and he saw me on the Zoom meetings, like Tuesday from 11 to 1, and then Wednesday night, and then Saturday morning, and being dedicated to it, right? And he made a comment about that, that he saw that, and then that he thought that he needed, that they needed to introduce the financial training to the church, right? So he uh, then um I just had this. I'm like, you know, I needed to. I just had this burn, to go and show him the presentation, the new presentation. So I went to his apartment, and I showed him on my tablet, and he again, we need to introduce this to the congregation, right? And then to the church, and he gets up in front and tells everybody who's got financial challenges. And half of them raise their hand, right? And then he calls me up, and I couldn't say too much, right? I mean, we teach people, things that people don't know. I mean, let me ask you, if you had $1 and you doubled every day, how long do you think it takes to get to $1 million? I'm like, it's 20 doubles, be a million and $46,000, right? And then I'm like, all right, so if you take into account taxes at just 25%, and if you haven't doubled, and you subtract the 25%, you know what you have after that? $26,000, right? Taxes are more than that now, right? It's 39.6 now, right? That's what you would be paying short-term capital gains, and I'm like, okay, so these are the kind of things, okay. And so he says after church, everybody, if you want to meet with Ruben. So I ran out to my car, got the planner and my tablet, and after church, 28 people came up and set appointments, right? And I still got people coming at me, setting appointments, right? And so I don't want this to stop, right? Right? I, I'm like, you know what? You find a center of influence like that, right? And that'll happen, just like that, right? I got another guy. He's Nigerian, right? You know, he's got a business that supplies clean energy to um, Bangladesh and South America. Well, hey, I find somebody who has what he needs, and I hooked him up, right? He's gonna get me in front of a bunch of people, right? And but it's what's happened is I've raised the the level of the prospect that I'm talking to. Okay. I'm, and I'm not like really seeking them, you know, they're landing in my lap. So that tells me something. I'm doing something. I'm attracting those kind of people. This guy I ran from running in the park, right? Of course, the apostle. Um, we got a mutual friend, right? And but there's something going on here, right? And then I've been doing so much activity. A live one when you're with them, man. I mean, they're like they're, the guy I had tonight. He's been to 4 meetings, right? Young guy working construction, been an athlete, a high level athlete, and he's the fourth meeting he's come to. They start talking about it, the fixed index annuities, and he's like, want to know more about it, right? I'm like, dude, let's get started, man. Do something. Go mow somebody's lawn or something, right? Get that $125, right? And so he's like, all right, next week he's gonna do it, right? And then I start, so it's that excitement. There's nothing gonna stop me, right? And you can't scare me, right? You want to fight? Let's go, right? If you have a gun, you better be faster than me, right? And I just, I'm not afraid about anything or anybody anymore, right? And you can tell, like I said, you get enough activity going, you start seeing who's alive and who's not. All right. If this benefits anybody, go ahead and share it. I'm so excited. I don't even know if I'll be able to sleep tonight. All right. Have a great night.